Imagine a prehistoric world, vast, untamed, and eerie. Thick mist crawls over the swamplands, the air heavy with the scent of ancient waters. Towering trees cast ghostly shadows, their branches swaying like unseen hands whispering secrets of the past. A hush blankets the land, broken only by the distant cry of some unknown beast. Something lurks in the gloom, unseen yet undeniable. A silent predator, watching from above, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Was it a myth? A nightmare from a lost era? Or something far more terrifying, real, relentless, and monstrous beyond imagination? This is the story of Quetzalcoatlus, the ruler of prehistoric skies, the shadow that once dominated a world of giants. For millions of years, it ruled the prehistoric skies, unseen by modern eyes, forgotten by time. A predator so fearsome that even the bravest would have trembled beneath its shadow. It was not a beast of the land, nor a monster of the deep, but something far more haunting, a creature that hunted from above. Its name, Quetzalcoatlus. Named after the feathered serpent god of Aztec mythology, this was no ordinary predator. It was a giant of the skies, a phantom that soared above the earth when dinosaurs still roamed below. With a wingspan as wide as a small plane and a beak that could swallow prey whole, Quetzalcoatlus was the ruler of the ancient heavens. Its story began in the 1970s when fossilized bones were discovered in Texas. At first, scientists couldn't believe their eyes. These remains hinted at a flying reptile larger than anything they had ever imagined. How could such a colossal creature take to the skies? What dark secrets did it carry from a world long gone? Quetzalcoatlus wasn't just a relic of the past. It was a legend, a nightmare from a forgotten era, and its legacy still looms over prehistoric history. Imagine walking through a primeval world, where the air is thick with the scent of damp earth and decay. Towering ferns sway in the wind, casting shifting shadows that play tricks on your mind. The distant calls of ancient creatures echo through the jungle. But then, silence. The kind of silence that makes your skin crawl. You feel it before you see it. A looming presence, an unseen predator watching from above. The sun vanishes for a moment, swallowed by an enormous shadow. And then, before you can react, it strikes. This was no ordinary flyer. With a wingspan stretching over 36 feet, longer than a small bus, it ruled the skies like a phantom of death. Its soulless, black eyes scanned the land below, searching for movement. It had no need for razor-sharp teeth. Its massive, spear-like beak was enough to pierce through flesh, to snatch up prey in an instant. Some believe it hunted like a modern-day stork, stalking creatures below before lunging with terrifying precision. Others think it was a scavenger, feasting on the remains of the fallen. But one thing is certain, when Quetzalcoatlus descended, there was no escape. Its long, powerful limbs could crush the life from its victims. Its vast wings, leathery and unyielding, cast a deathly shadow over the land. It was not just a predator. It was terror itself, silent, swift, and utterly unstoppable. For millions of years, Quetzalcoatlus ruled the skies, an apex predator that knew no rival. But then, it was gone. Some say a great cataclysm ended its reign, a fiery hellstorm from the heavens, a mass extinction that wiped out the giants of the earth. The skies, once dominated by its enormous wings, fell silent. Its bones were buried beneath layers of time, its legacy reduced to mere fossils. But is that truly the end of its story? There are those who whisper of stranger possibilities. What if something darker awaited it in the shadows? Some believe Quetzalcoatlus did not die out completely, that in the most remote corners of the world, where mist rolls thick and unseen creatures stir, something still lurks. Legends from deep within the Amazon tell of enormous, winged beasts that snatch prey under the cover of night. Shadowy figures soaring above, blocking out the moon for just a second before vanishing. Could it be a mere myth? Or could the spirit of Quetzalcoatlus still haunt the skies? Its bones may have turned to dust. Its wings may never cast shadows over the earth again. But its legend remains. Quetzalcoatlus was more than just a predator. It was a ruler of the skies, a ghostly hunter that once struck fear into anything that dared move below. Even now, its presence lingers. The mere thought of something so massive soaring above, silent and unseen, sends a chill down the spine. What would it have been like to stand beneath its gaze? To hear the eerie flap of its monstrous wings, feel the rush of wind as it descended upon its prey. Some say the past is buried, but others believe that, on the darkest nights, when the wind howls just right, you can still hear it, the echo of a forgotten predator, the ghost of a king that once ruled the prehistoric world. What do you think? If Quetzalcoatlus were alive today, would you stand your ground? Or run? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more stories of ancient nightmares, don't forget to like and subscribe, because there are still many creatures lurking in the shadows of history.